Imagine a world where forbidden web pages are no longer off limits, where 403 error messages are a thing of the past. Welcome to the universe of the 403 Bypasser Burp Suite extension, a tool that turns impossibilities into realities. The 403 Bypasser Burp Suite extension is a powerful tool used to bypass those pesky 403 forbidden responses that you may encounter while penetration testing or exploring a web application. But how does it work? And how can you leverage it to your advantage? Buckle up, as we're about to dive into the step-by-step guide on using this extension. Start by downloading and installing Burp Suite, a leading platform for web security testing. Once you've done that, head over to the App Store, search for 403 Bypasser, and hit the install button. You've now added a potent tool to your cybersecurity arsenal. Now it's time to put it to use. Open up the Burp Suite and go to the Proxy tab. Ensure the Intercept is On button is activated. This allows the Burp Suite to intercept and modify HTTP requests and responses. Now navigate to the HTTP History subtab. Here you'll see the list of all HTTP requests made. Look for the request that returned a 403 status code. Right-click on it and choose the Send to 403 Bypasser option. The extension will now work its magic, attempting various methods to bypass the 403 restriction. The 403 Bypasser uses a number of techniques to achieve this. It tries changing the request method, adding or modifying headers, appending payloads to the request URL, and more. The goal is to trick the server into thinking that this is a legitimate request, thus granting access to the previously forbidden page. Once the bypassing process is done, check the HTTP History subtab again. If successful, you'll see a new request with a 200 status code instead of 403. Voila! You've successfully bypassed the 403 restriction. However, remember that not all 403 restrictions can be bypassed. The success of the bypass depends on the server's configuration and the security measures in place. But with the 403 Bypasser, you have a higher chance of success. Now that you've learned how to use the 403 Bypasser Burp Suite extension, let's recap the essentials. The 403 Bypasser is a powerful extension for the Burp Suite, designed to bypass 403 forbidden responses. To use it, you first need to install the Burp Suite, and then the 403 Bypasser from the App Store. Once installed, you can send any HTTP request with a 403 status code to the 403 Bypasser for processing. The extension will attempt various methods to bypass the restriction. If successful, a new request with a 200 status code will appear in your HTTP History subtab. The 403 Bypasser Burp Suite extension is your ticket to unlocking the forbidden. Now go forth and explore those previously unreachable corners of the web. Happy bypassing!